Hello everyone, welcome back to Farmer Simulator 19. Today we're here on the Bucks County map. He's got some corn to finish picking here. Then we can finally start plowing this field. We got a new plow to try out, and then later on we got Forage harvester. Looks like that does it for this field. Get back up to our plow, start doing that. I'll just park it in the weeds here, out of the way. We got our International 720 plow here. That's from Scooter's Workbench. I'll give you guys his link. Suppose it only takes 70 horsepower, but I decided to hook it up to the 4440. Which has no problem pulling this at all. We'll turn around before we run into a tree or something. We'll just make our way all the way around here. This is a 6-bottom plow about the size. My grandpa was used to pull behind the 4020 John Deere. I remember watching my uncles for the first time plowing with it. with my grandpa there. And I'll never forget when Uncle came back across the field plowing with that. My grandpa's like, that thing's got way too much power. I thought that was funny at the time. Just deciding where to set helper loose on this field. I think this might be a good spot. See how he does. We'll go into our fancy garage here and take the pickup over to another field. Oh, taking out the corn. Yeah, I got a little bit of a mess rack over in here, but that's the way it goes. Gotta have this out of the way. Keep it out of the pond. This is the 3765 John Deere Forage harvester right from the mod hub. I was disappointed with it. I was trying to hook up to like the John Deere Forage wagon there. And I even tried using like Follow Me mod with the tractor hooked up to the Forage wagon. Which worked, of course, at first okay. But then went downhill from there. And I remembered seeing in the picture this wagon hooked up to it. So I was able to use this wagon, but that's about the only thing I could find that would actually hook up to it. So I decided to compare the files to another forage harvester. And I have a fixed version here up over by the pickup. This does work with this, but like I said, it's kind of disappointing or even lame just to have only this trailer to use. So we'll go back over here and I'll show you how it doesn't hook up to the other wagon there or the John Deere Forage wagon. I can line up here. try to fold this up. I think it's going to be easier to manage. Backing up. I'll find our other trailer here. So no matter what you do, you're not going to be hooking up to that. That trailer's got the ball style like it's on a pickup. Get it off in the weeds here. It wants to line up with the pipe to the trailer. You can see we're pretty much dead on. It does not want to hook up. We'll just put this off to the side. Hooked up to the fixed version. You can see there it has no problem hooking up. The hitch point is off to the side a little bit, but I'm not going to let that bother me. You actually have to sit there and look at it to notice it. I'm just going to try once, see if it will hook up to that green wagon over there once. Just curious, haven't tried that yet. Fold this. Which it does. Let me check this out. It does center in there. And should still be able to hook up to this original wagon. If we line it up. It does also. We'll get hooked up to the John Deere forage wagon and start getting some chopping done here. And I think we gotta There, we didn't have it lowered. That scared me for a second. Thought, don't fail on me now. A good thing this thing takes a wide swath. It shows the open version of the forage wagon there, because the pipe pretty much sticks over the top of the roof otherwise. We'll also be putting a link to this fixed version in the video. Nice too, it actually stays as grass, whereas most forage harvesters I've used before just turns it into a shaft, which is okay for doing silage. Oh, we're full. See if it'll just shoot it, the rest of it in the trailer there. Get out of the way here. And getting everything all jacked up here. I don't know why, sometimes it just sits there. I've had that with other forage harvesters where I'll just sit there and run wide open yet. I think we'll run this wagon over to the cows, feed them with this. We'll show you how it actually does hay also. It's like somebody needs to clean windows on this thing. Try not to get too crazy around here. You guys that have watched the other Bucks County videos, you see this is where the unload point is. You can't go through the barn the other way. You won't find it. We'll see how much of this the cows will take. Well, looks like they were pretty hungry there. Alright, try to back up without jacking it all up. Almost did there. Get back out to the field. We'll do some hay. See, it just does that. If you fold the pipe, it'll stop. It's kind of a mind of its own there. See if it does it again. It does it with other forage harvesters too. I've had on different maps or equipment. See there, it's wide open, not even turned on. Alright, so we'll get some hay down here. It already makes it look like the wagon's almost full, but we only got under 20% right now. There, it's back to idle. Grass was a real challenge to get tethered. Kept having to go over it and kept missing spots. This is an actual field. It's just an open area with grass. I thought it would be good to cut down and use. Might in the future plow this up and turn it into a field and plant grass back in it. Oh, we're full again. Let me try to pick that up once. There we go. I was trying the in-game tether. As you see over here, we got our Model A's I'll be putting on next video. The new sounds. The one setup actually rakes and tethers at the same time. I was just getting big clumps with this field here with that. I got to have a nice field set up with hay. We'll be doing another time. Run this back to the cows. I'm thinking they'll take all of this. It would be nice to close the gate. Alright, I think we'll run down and see how Helper did on plowing. I don't think he got very far. Nice to get some of these weeds out of here too. Yeah, there he is down there. You get a weed whacker out here. Well, these doors do open, I just can't remember how you do it. There we go. Alright, we'll take over some plowing here. Our helper didn't get too far. I'm liking this plow. The Scooter's Workbench did a nice job on it. I said I'll post a link to his page on Facebook. You guys can download it from there. You get a tractor like this, even the 4440, no problem pulling it. Get bogged down a little bit on the hill, but that's no big deal. I think that's going to do it for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the new equipment and the fix to the 3765 Forage harvester. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.